Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. All right, this is going to be for the week of the 26th to the 1st of September. So let's dive straight in for you guys. Okay, I have been sick the last couple of days, but it is kind of clearing itself out. So don't worry, I'm okay, but my voice is still adjusting. All right, but anyway, let's dive into a reading. All right, my angels. And also, what do you think about this one? I had a little bit of mixed opinions last time. All right, let's see. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Let's get one card out for the week. Regeneration. And I really felt like I wanted to say like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this one, which is interesting because I wonder if that is like representing your energy this week. But anyway, regeneration is a couple of things. It does represent transformation, potentially some sort of movement, whether that's movement out of a career, maybe that's movement out of a home, whatever it is, or maybe a relationship situation, or maybe it's within your own self. Okay, it is kind of like leaving something behind in a sense. And let me explain it to you. I always say the person that I'm reading for is this tree. You're protected from spirit, and what spirit wants for us is to always be growing and learning and to be protected. So for some of you, you could be dealing with maybe a situation where it's quite toxic around you, which is why there is this kind of like lava-like energy going on over here in the soil. You are absorbing this in basically if you stay here. For others of you, this may not be just toxic situations, but it could be that the situation that you're in just isn't serving you anymore. You've almost taken up all that you can in your environment, so it is now a time to change. I always see spirit kind of like taking you out like this and putting you somewhere else. So that's an energy coming up for you guys this week. Let's get you some more. You have strategy as well, which is interesting. This could be again to do with the same thing about moving, all right, or any kind of transformational growth in your life that you're focusing on. They're asking you to build a strategy. This is a really good week to plan something. We do have financial constraints on the bottom of the deck, so maybe this is something that you're trying to strategize. Is to do with your finances, is to do with some kind of budget, maybe is to do with growing your income potentially as well. So let's get you some more. Either way, a strategy this week is important, and it actually says journal log as well. So some of you could benefit from journaling this week. It's a really good way of expressing your feelings, all right, and understanding maybe also your dreams. For Pisces, please. And number 6 could be important. You have bittersweet. That's an interesting one. You could be celebrating something this week, but bittersweet kind of is, you know, it's a little bit of both, right? So we have some sort of celebration, but we also have some sort of loss potentially that you guys could be thinking about or experiencing this week. Sorry, my voice, I'm just hearing it now too, like I really sound sick. So this is a little bit of a bittersweet week. There is something to be excited for, by the way, so that's something good. But you could again be grieving some kind of loss in your life. Maybe it's financial loss. Maybe it's just you're feeling a little bit disappointed this week. We'll see how it comes up in your tarot. But yeah, I will get another one from this. For Pisces this week, impartiality, which is about understanding the balance. So let me show this to you. Spirit's wanting you to balance both of these energies this week. Okay, and to look at things from an impartial way, basically meaning to not have a biased opinion on things this week. It's really good to look at things from both perspectives. And because we are bittersweet, which is again kind of like two different things, two opposing things, maybe Spirit is asking you here to find balance in between, to maybe look at the good and the bad in both, you know, to be impartial about this. Let's see how it comes up in your reading. All right, Spirit, for Pisces, a keyword. Your cards are like taking a little time. It's making me frustrated for some weird reason. I don't know if you guys are a little bit more frustrated this week. I'm not sure. Again, it could be because you're processing some feelings here. That's what I'm feeling. Right, you have health coming up. So you're being called to look after your health. This says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. All right, looking after your body is super important. We only get one body, so make sure that we're looking after it. Maybe this is about making some sort of adjustments to the things that you're eating or drinking, or maybe drinking more water, Pisces, or maybe exercising in some way, or just walking, just adding some small things into your routines, and small little changes really can make a big difference over time. And you also have friendships. So some of you maybe this is like an anniversary of some kind of loss for you. This week, but maybe the friendship here is also maybe somebody this week could be important. This says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. All right, let's get you an animal spirit. Pig spirit just came flying out there. This is basically, there's a phrase that says, oh, when pigs fly. And it basically is implying that something is impossible, right? When people say that, oh yeah, when pigs fly. However, the pig is flying here, has wings. And the card says, use your mind wisely. And what that means is that if you believe something is possible, then absolutely you're going to find a way to make it possible. All right, there's a lot of things that we have now that are super common that once upon a time people thought were impossible. So it's just a little bit of confirmation for you guys here that if you believe strongly in something and you use your mind wisely in that way, then I think that you're going to find a way. All right, so let's dive into your tarot. All right, Spirit, let's get one card for the overall energy for Pisces this week. Okay. You have the Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is great for you. This is really about you focusing on your skills, your work here, trying to build something. Maybe it's part of the strategy, the plan, the budget, whatever it is, savings, whatever. You're growing your finances, you're growing your skills. It looks good, but you also have that Five of Swords here, which basically is about leaving something behind. The way that they came out, it looks like this has happened before this Eight of Pentacles. So maybe there could be some disagreements coming up this week, or you could be walking away from certain things. I will clarify it. It's different for everybody, of course. But the great thing about this is I think that it's asking for you to focus on what it is that you're building. All right. There could be a few people that are a little bit disappointed with maybe some decisions that you're making this week. Can I clarify the Five of Swords? Could just be a little bit. Okay, we have the Lovers. So this could be a relationship. I'm not sensing heavily an ending, but that's up to you with how it resonates with you. Someone could just be a little bit unhappy with your choices, like I was saying. But I think you know what's best for you, and I think you're sticking to a strategy here. Or you could just be making a choice to, again, just walk away from anything that's conflicting with you at this time. Let's get one more. The Five of Wands. So it does feel like an argument coming up, like maybe it's something you've already been through. Five of Wands is that conflict, competition, it's a little bit of, childlike energy. It is a bit of a battle, to be honest. Both of them are. But this card is you walking away from this energy, okay? So maybe there is just somebody who might be trying to put up a fight with you this week. It doesn't have to be a physical one. Maybe this is a friend. Maybe, again, they don't understand what it is that you're doing. Maybe you're spending less time with somebody. I don't know. It clearly is about your choices, though, this week. And it looks like you know what you need to do, regardless whether somebody agrees with you or not. And that's what it feels like you're focusing clearly on this still anyway. All right. Give the person some time. I think maybe they'll come back around, but It depends on your situation, you know. Maybe this is just reflecting on a time period where you went through a lot of conflict in your life and you're leaving that behind. You're choosing to leave that behind, maybe leave that person behind, whatever the situation, and you're now able to work on yourself and work on your skills and, you know, on building something, a legacy, whatever it is for you. Let's see your energy for the week. Okay, interesting. Five of Pentacles is very similar to that financial constraints that we had here. So some of you could be feeling like maybe your finances aren't looking exactly how you want them to. As I said, you do have the Eight of Pentacles representing an overall week. So you are going to see a change in that, even if it's just in an attitude shift. Okay, you might be feeling a little bit bummed out when this card comes through. As you can see, they're wounded, they're in need of some sort of help or support, or they feel that way. You also have the Fool card as well, which is good, which I'll go to in a second. But that Eight of Pentacles, I just want to reaffirm that whatever it is that you're struggling with and feeling at a loss with, you are going to get your mojo back. You are going to get back to working on something. It doesn't have to be just like career, even if it's on putting the energy back into yourself again and actually doing those habits, routines, or whatever. Like you're actively doing something. But in the beginning of the week, or maybe during the week, you are going to feel a little bit like, you know, feeling a little bit at a loss in some way, or a lack in some way. Feeling a little bit like you need some help and support, which is fine. Make sure you reach out to people if you feel that way. You have the Fool card here. So it's potentially this Five of Pentacles, this feeling of being at a lack, at a loss, that creates this desire to take a leap of faith. Okay. This is a card about trusting in the universe, and sometimes it always happens when you kind of feel like you have nothing left to lose, so you're just going to follow the instinct that maybe you've had for a little while. This is like starting a new journey. So some of you could, again, be deciding that actually maybe the situation isn't working out. Maybe there's a lack, a loss here. Maybe you're just feeling left out in the cold with somebody. Whatever it is in your situation, it feels like it's pushing you to take a new journey. Maybe this is a health issue, you know, with the Five of Pentacles. Right, let's clarify. Why is the Five of Pentacles here in Pisces position? The Queen of Cups. So this is something to do with your feelings and emotions. Okay, some of you it could be family. Like this is the message I'm picking up. But Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. This is really representing how you'll be feeling. Okay, so even if there's not really physical losses in your life, I think you are just feeling a little bit in a lack position. And the Fool. Look at where you're going to be taking a leap. The Ten of Pentacles. So again, like there's almost like you're going from this feeling of not being enough, not doing enough, feeling like you're not doing enough. Like these are feelings, I just want to say. And there's something about this feeling that is pushing you to actually start a new journey and have more, which makes sense. We all go through that in life. So that's a really good thing for you. Like your lack or your disappointments in some way is pushing you to kind of strive for bigger things. Okay. We have 3 5s on the table here. So there is completely some necessary changes going on in your life. So that's good. Maybe you felt this coming. That feels like the regeneration. All right, let's get you a potential challenge for the week. Queen of Wands, your confidence. Queen of Wands and a Three of Wands. This is usually like attracting in some energies because you have Three of Wands here as well. It's something that you're potentially waiting for. What is it that you're waiting for? Some of you, it could be love, peace, you know, emotional fulfillment of some kind, like a new emotional beginning, a new way of being, feeling. Maybe again, like something about your feelings this week feels a little bit off, but again, this off feeling seems important in some way because it's going to cause you to start something new, even if it's just a new energy within yourself. Like, I'm going to look after myself better, you know, I'm not going to settle for this anymore. Like whatever it is, it serves a purpose because it's driving you towards this abundance, this financial abundance, this financial windfall, this striving for this legacy, whatever it is. It feels really good, but it comes from that, not hitting rock bottom. I don't want to say that because I don't think it's that for everybody. So it does have a purpose in some way. And then you have this Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So your challenge or blockage isn't exactly blocking your life. It's just something that's in the background. I'm getting my ears ringing here. That maybe a challenge for you guys is to do with love, feeling optimistic about love or confident about what's coming in for you in terms of love. Maybe it's just the fact that you're feeling a bit impatient about love or peace coming in for you. But these are great cards. And when great cards come up in a blockage or challenge position, these are things that are going to happen, but maybe it's just a bit delayed. So you're feeling a bit impatient about it. But keep going with the Queen of Wands energy. It's about having confidence, knowing your worth. All right. Sitting on that throne, being positive, looking at the bright side of things, being creative, and this love will come in naturally to you when you are attracting it, which is good. Not waiting. Right, let's get you some overall advice for the week. Pisces, the Star card, the World card, oh my goodness, let's get one more. And the Two of Swords. So your decisions are important this week. We're kind of finishing how we started. These are basically the same. It's about decision making. Advice for you this week is to make sure that your decisions are led by your intuition and not by people around you. As we said in the beginning, there might be some people who just aren't understanding your mission, on understanding your feelings, what you're feeling guided to do, and that's okay. It's your journey, not theirs. It may not make sense to others, and that's fine, as long as it makes sense to you. So Two of Swords is about using your intuition and making that decision, okay, no longer delaying it. As we said before, you also have the World and the Star card, which is amazing. Star is all about wish fulfillment. All right, so your advice is to focus on that. All right, I do see that there could be some like charity work coming up with you guys within the next few months, like giving back to a community, maybe even this week, giving back to a community, helping others in some way, because that energy does come back around to you, but you're doing it out of love, and vulnerability. The Star card as well is about your own vulnerability and healing too, which is nice. And the Wild card here is all about new beginnings, new cycles. All right, and ending of old cycles, beginning of new ones. Okay, so that's your advice is almost like reassurance. A new positive beginning is at hand based on your decision making, based on the work that you're doing. Okay. My angels, that is what I have for you. Let me know in the comments how it resonated with you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the readings. Apologies again for my voice. It is what it is. I've been faced with a lot of obstacles. I've been fine though, by the way. Just when I say that, I don't mean I've been struggling. I've not, but there's always been something that's trying to interfere with my work. But I do it anyway. Consistency queen. But anyway, let's carry on with the rest of my day, and you carry on with the rest of yours. Thank you so much for being here and spending time with me. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys next time. All right.